This morning I'd like to speak to you about an upcoming ministry moment or ministry activity, and you've probably noticed that in your bulletin under the elders communication that there's been a community event called the Trevor Boyd Lift Up Your Neighbor event. And I want to speak about that this morning because I want to let you know how that's come about. There is a background, a varying background behind it, and so we want to let you know how that came about and then what we're going to be starting to do to plan for that. So this summer, on Saturday, June 22nd, the elders have decided to put on a major community outreach event, and it will be called the Trevor Boyd Lift Up Your Neighbor event, and will be sponsored by Trevor's family and friends and Good Shepherd Church. So I want to tell you how this was formed. There are 3 or 4 events that took place that kind of brought this together in a culmination. So last year, the elders had discussed and started to plan an outdoor community outreach event to be held last summer, early fall, and it was to be an event outdoors with, we were starting to plan free barbecue, hoping to maybe get a bouncy castle for the kids and some different games and things to invite the community and just bless the community. The planning for that event got sidelined, and the event didn't take place due to a number of things going on in our church family. On the evening of Trevor's celebration service, a number of Trevor's local friends, these would be friends from junior high, high school, and acquaintances in the area, many of whom had flown across the country to attend his service, they got together that evening to comfort to one another and to begin the healing process for them. At that time, they got the idea to have a get-together this summer on June 22nd, and they named it. It was something they had put on Facebook. They had named it the Trevor Boyd Memorial Barbecue. So that was just for his local friends and something they thought they should do. And if the friends were coming home to the area, they had the option to come home set that time aside so that most of them would be there to enjoy that time together and to remember Trevor. As you well know, I don't have the exact figures, but there was over $4,000 given to Good Shepherd Church in memory of Trevor. And the elders and the deacons asked our family where we wanted that money to go. Well, we knew that for the last number of years we've been needing our driveway and the parking lot resurfaced, I guess, crusher, whatever you call it, brought in, and we know it's been in bad shape for a while. And the family decided that it really should go towards that, and I believe now we have enough money to do that this spring, so we thank God for that. But also, at that time, we had said we know that our family wants to do something to honor Trevor and his legacy of encouraging, promoting, helping, and caring for others. Whether it be something here at the church or something in the school system, we hadn't decided what we had wanted to do. But that time also, there were a few people who had inquired if whatever we decided to do, would other people be able to donate to that. At the same time, some of Trevor's lifelong friends had started to discuss some sort of fundraising to donate in Trevor's honor, and they were starting to think about food programs or whatever in the schools, okay? And so it was at that point, I believe God gave me an idea. With all of those different things, I just felt like it could be something we tied in together. And so I discussed it with my family. Gary and I then went to discuss it with Jason Hanrahan and his wife, because they were ones that were promoting these other events, planning for. And then I also mentioned it, or not more than mentioned, discussed it with the elders to pray about and see if it's something we wanted to combine. I felt that we could include all of those things and be able to put on, hopefully, an event that not would only honor Trevor, but as our church would open something to the community that would be a real blessing and draw a lot of people here. So we are going to start planning that for June the 22nd. So I'm asking you to pray about and do a couple of things. First of all, that you'd set that date. It's a Saturday, June 22nd, and on your calendar, as we will need everyone to help volunteer to lift up our neighbors, not only here in Lawrencetown, but in the greater community. Donations to Good Shepherd Church, labeled, and you don't have to use the whole title. I think if you just put like the Trevor Boyd event, can start doing that at any time, and of course that would be included in your income tax receipt for next year, or for 2019. And lastly, if you're interested in being on a planning committee for that, I will be getting in contact with a few of Trevor's friends to involve them. But if you'd like to be on that planning committee, you can either let Pastor Melissa, Pastor Gary, or myself know, and we'll be hoping to start that ball rolling a little more in the near future. And as you know, we've been trying to reach out to our community, and this will be just another way to reach out and to love Lawrencetown, is what we've been trying to do, is to love Lawrencetown and the people in Lawrencetown, and so on. Thank you.